Hello. At Mountains, the Elysium is first. Hello, Mountains. Well, it's the Deej. We're here. We're doing something. I don't know what. We'll have some kind of a fun. I should check Discord more often. Apparently I've been challenged to a Doctor Who thing. Guess I may have to do that. Anyway. Let's see. Thomas Potts is hello. Darius is here. Hello. What is up, folks? It's the middle of the day. Well, 10:38 my time. That's middle because I've been up so damn early today. Hello, Parrot Head. There we go. Pinned everything else. People can come up. We're just going to hang out. Bullshit. Talk about the weekend. Hope everybody had a good 4th of July. Hopefully nobody blew their fingers off or anything else this weekend. Mountains is working on a project. A gift. Just found a load of legal documents. Well, hopefully the legal documents aren't telling you that I was adopted. I don't want to know that. So let me see here. What was this message about me being challenged? Biomike, August 8th, Doctor Who, Jeopardy, and she challenges me. It was Yvette. Of course, knowing Vile Mike, it'll be all new crap and stuff we won't care about. Hello, Captain Trek. Hello, Resolute. Honestly, if Vile Mike makes up for Jeopardy and it's all about Jodie Whittaker, I will kill him. I will hurt him. I won't kill him. I just hurt him. That's all. Better at least be about good Doctor Who. So, we've got Captain Trek and we got LDG.
Dude, what the fuck? Yo, why are you taking my fucking spot? I said I was gonna fucking stream, and then I waited for frickin' Resolute to finish, and then you couldn't just wait to get your ass streaming, could you now? Huh? What the fuck?
I did. Hey, I did not hear you say you were gonna stream.
I said it on frickin' Jedi stream. I said, hey guys, make sure you check it out. I'll go ahead and fill the gap and I'll stream.
Oh, that was probably after I left.
You know? No, okay,
that
listen.
That was probably after I left, so I didn't hear it.
Wow. Okay, well, your big feet are stepping all over my stream, so shut the stream down right now so I can fucking stream. God damn it. Big ass foot stepping all over everybody. I'm gonna call you Anti-Trekker Jr. Stepping on people's feet like that. The fuck?
Oh.
Okay. For those, I'm joking. You guys know I'm joking. Right.
Wow.
I was going to stream though. I mean, I was.
Well, don't worry. You'll have time. I'm not going to go super long, so you'll have time before Bird comes on.
Okay. All right. That's cool. And I don't care. So that's good. I just wanted to exaggerate.
There's another 5 hours. 5 hours before Bird goes on.
Man, you're loud. Oh my God, you're loud.
I noticed.
You're like echoing in like my soul.
Yeah.
You have a soul?
Yes.
I didn't know I was.
No, actually, I don't. Actually, I don't believe.
I will talk softer.
He does have a soul, but he'll sell it, but only for the highest possible rates. He doesn't take a piss without getting paid.
Besides,
That is
Besides-
funny shit.
besides,
Ow, dude,
LDG.
Seriously, Deej, loud.
LD
Deej, whatever you
I'm-
do, loud. You're literally shaking my inner skull.
I don't know. I have not changed
Yes,
the
two skulls.
settings.
I am so glad you're loud rather than before. Oh, thank
He's
God.
got an outer skull and an inner skull.
Yeah.
I have not
Yeah.
changed the settings.
Okay, just put the mic like a mile away from your
A
mouth.
mile away.
Okay.
The microphone is.
Just go to the next room, will you? Just go in
You
there.
know, first you
away
had
from
a problem that you weren't too loud. Now you're
Show through the
fucking ultra loud. Like what the hell? It's one or the other with you.
Well, I guess. Now, see, I'm looking at my voice meter and it's barely getting into the green while I'm talking.
Okay, I'm really sick and tired of the metallic sound. I really am. I thought I could get used to it. I can't. Can you turn off the fucking audio shit? Just recalibrate it for like a half a microsecond.
I don't know which
Half a microsecond.
Wow.
How's it going, everybody?
In a
was
very
that?
brief
You
time.
want me to turn off the equalizer?
No, not the equalizer. Just recalibrate. But instead of waiting like 10 seconds, just do it for like a half a second. And if you want to meet it halfway, put your audio, whatever the fuck it's
Okay,
called.
there.
Your
I did
audio
it for 3
gate.
seconds.
Put your audio gate to like 1.
I did it for 3 seconds and I already have my audio
No,
gate.
1
sitting.
second, not 3. 1. God damn it. Do you need to go back to freaking 9th grade math again,
Wow.
too?
There we go. There we go. I did it for 1 second.
Okay. All right, you
Oh,
sound
man.
slightly better.
And my gate is already at 2.3.
Your gate's at 2.3?
Yes.
Okay. All right. Well, like I said, hit me up later. We'll do a fine tune. I figured something out that might help you, which would have been nice if you would have done that before you streamed. Would have been nice.
I know, but I love to irritate you with my metallic
Yeah.
voice.
Can I ask you a question? And no, serious answer here. All right. What the hell? What the hell is that? Oh, my bad. I had a video. I thought it was you for a second. All right. Serious question. Did you literally wait for Resolute Germ to end his stream before you slammed Go Live?
Resolute said he was going to get off. I said, well, fine, I'll just take over and stream. And he goes, good idea. And so I went and made up the stream while he sat and waited for me to throw the link into his
Oh,
chat.
okay. So
Yep.
Okay. So even Resolute didn't even say like, well, I could have sworn I heard LDG said he was going to stream. You know, maybe,
Nope,
maybe he's
'cause
being
he was
considerate and waiting for
I
me to
wasn't on
finish.
Jedi
you know?
stream. I didn't hear you say anything.
Resolute
You know,
wasn't on
these
Jedi
excuses that make you safe from persecution are not helping. Okay? They're not helping.
They're not meant to help you.
All right, you know what? I quit.
Stream.
Peace.
they're-
I'm out of here.
they're meant-
I'm deleting
they're
my
meant to
channel.
cover our own
I'm
asses.
done. Done.
Which
Bye-bye.
channel?
All of them.
Oh,
You are not.
wow. You guys. There's only 24 hours in the day.
Yes, Thomas. And he's back.
I'm better now. Sorry, I don't know what came over me.
All right, folks. Right now, as soon as I end the stream, LDG is going to take over and stream. But let's put that out there now, so we know. Because the more you know. What the hell was that?
Knowing is half the battle.
That's it. Knowing is half the battle.
Yeah.
Damn it.
Yeah.
G.I. Joe.
G.I. Joe.
Pork chop sandwiches. Yeah. Okay.
Pork
None of
chop
you have seen that.
sandwiches are- Pork
No,
chop
no, no.
sandwiches are good.
Have you not seen the G.I. Joe PSA pork chop sandwiches? It's the funniest thing that anybody's ever done.
I forgot it, and so I don't.
Okay. Okay, one moment. Let's see if I can find one that's got a decent.
Hitman!
Here we go. Here we go.
And we got 54.5 saying greetings.
There you go. It's in private chat. I can put it in public chat or in the chat too.
The chat.
Yeah. The first time I saw that like 20 years ago, I just pissed myself laughing. It's about 39 seconds long.
Alrighty then, pork chop sandwiches. See, now Bosco's going live against me. So see, I'm not the only one stomping all over people. LDG. Gaskar's stomping on me.
Guyskar plays video games, okay? Not the same. Nice try, okay? You stream what I stream. You and I have similar streams.
Wait a minute, though. You told me that according to that little thing that you were looking at, that you would surpass my channel by the end of the year. So you should have no fear of me streaming.
No, but so?
Don't confuse him with facts.
So what?
Don't confuse LDG with the facts. That's not nice of you.
Okay, so it did say. Okay, it did say I was going to surpass you by the end of the year.
Yep.
Okay, but that was before the 2-month hiatus I took. So I'm like 2 months behind now.
I've actually lost another subscriber since Jedi Bill stream, so I'm going backwards. So you still shouldn't have feared me.
Well, I'm still going up, but I expected to be a 350. See here. All right, so real quick, everybody, LDG of Geeks Enjoy. Can you guys just double check to make sure you're still subbed if you care? Just curious. Just double check. LDG of Geeks Enjoy. See if you're still subbed.
Put a link in.
Link? Oh, yeah, the link.
Link.
Oh, the link. Got it.
And not a sausage link.
Link.
Don't put your sausage link in there either.
Yeah, did you have that written down? Like, you were waiting to say that to me, weren't you?
No, it just popped in my head real quick. It popped right in my head real quick, and it was like, yeah.
There it is. Hopefully it pops up. Did YouTube take it away?
No, it's there. I'm still subscribed.
Let's see here. If it goes to 351, I'm going to laugh. 49. 48. Come on, guys. Hey, guys. Hey. Hey. Not funny.
Me.
Not funny. I swear. Hey.
See, look. It says I'm still subscribed.
I have
48.
Damn
come on. Okay, guys. Okay.
Hey, no, seriously. It's joking. Very funny.
I was joking the first time. It actually did go to 351. And then it immediately went down to 349. Come on. I need to see the numbers, guys. Come on.
I'm showing proof on my screen right now. This is live proof.
You can unsub after I confirm the sub number. Okay, there we go.
See? There we go. Now,
no, mine's at 351. I'm at 351. So somebody was unsubbed.
Yep.
And you didn't bell me. You didn't think I saw that? You bell my ass. Damn it.
I see when you're on all the time anyway.
No. Bell my ass.
LDG wants his ass belled.
Somebody kiss that.
Elihu. Okay, Elihu is the one was unsubbed. I see it. Thank you. All right, so I'm at 351. I officially broke 350. Finally. And
somebody put a bell up his ass.
I'll let a vet do that.
That way you can hear me coming.
She's the one.
Oh my God, no!
Ding 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 ding. Yeah, baby. Oh yeah. Okay. So, did you watch Nerdgasm, Deej?
No, I was sleeping.
Dude, you
And
gotta
there's-
watch it.
You bet. I was
to
trying
watch
to.
it.
I was catching up on PJ's stream last night that triggered me, so I will watch Nerdgasm a little bit later while you're streaming.
Dude, I wanted to hit myself. Oh, okay. I don't want to talk bad about PJ. I love PJ. PJ is awesome. PJ rocks. PJ, if you're listening, I want to marry you. But your guest
Run,
yesterday
PJ.
wanted me to drill a fucking drill through my head. Okay? No offense, but holy crap. That's the first time I had to hate watch PJ.
Hello, Yvette.
Yeah.
Yes, I accept your challenge, Yvette. You're gonna go down faster than LDG does for a Twinkie. Just saying.
All right, you know what? I actually don't like Twinkies or donuts.
Okay.
Okay? I know that sounds
You're-
weird, but I'm being dead honest. I don't
You're
like
gonna go-
Twinkies or donuts.
You're gonna go down faster than LDG does for a cigarette when he's completely out of smokes. How's that?
That'll work.
There. Okay.
LDG
I thought you were
smokes.
going to make like a WandaVision joke, like he's going to go down faster than
No.
you know,
I was
timing.
not gonna make any kind of WandaVision jokes. None.
Okay.
What do you smoke?
Appreciate it.
Polish
What?
cigarettes?
Polar cigarettes?
Polish cigarettes?
Polish. Oh, no.
Okay.
Hello, 47.
Cloves?
No. Though I had a girlfriend
Cigars?
who did that. That was funny. My ex smoked cloves, and she could never sneak up on me. Ever. Like, I could smell her a mile away. But it wasn't that bad. It was clovey.
Okay, here's another saying Thomas Potts just gave me. You bet you're going down faster on that Doctor Who quiz than Bird of Prey 5 does in Flight Simulator. Just saying. And here comes Cinnabon to troll me about Jody.
You're going down faster than Deej takes to change outfit.
That's pretty damn fast, too.
That's pretty damn quick.
Going down faster than a call girl on the Titanic.
You're
There you
going
go.
down faster than how you can fall off the side of the earth.
No, that
No?
one
You're
fell
gonna go
flat.
down. You're gonna go down faster than Jedi Bill watching a Twilight movie.
Ooh,
Oh,
that's
that's
that I
grotesque.
like.
Well, I was going to say faster than having Jedi Bill's girlfriend over.
Now,
Sorry. That low blow. Low blow.
And Elihu says, going down faster than LGG falling out of his chair.
That was pretty damn quick. I don't think you can beat that. Okay?
Yeah,
I think I
hello,
made a little mini
Dandelion.
sonic boom.
I would never go down on Jody Cinnabon, so forget it.
Oh.
And
she
of
said-
course, Rock Solid pops in, says going down faster than the Cubs are against the Brewers.
Ooh.
That's just cold.
All right, so
That's just cold. Rock Solid.
Yes.
so Deej, what
Rock
if
Solid's
what
a
if she
fine,
said
fine young
I would
man.
quit Doctor Who right now if you go down on me? Would you do it, Whitaker?
Oh God!
Would you take that hit for the fandom?
Would you
Deej?
take that hit for the team? She goes,
Would you possibly
I will
risk-
quit right now, and I will turn the nightmare child into a dream. Bad dream.
If she took Chimballs with her, then I'd take that hit
Okay.
for the fandom.
All right,
But
sweet.
if it's just her
Good on
leaving,
you.
no, because it
Yeah.
still ain't going to get better with him there either. So
Yeah, no, because it's gonna get worse. Yeah.
I have a
gonna do
question
the
for
skip
you,
rock.
LDG.
Yep.
Okay, I'm working on an image,
Yeah.
and I'm trying to figure out how to reverse that image.
Flip it. You're trying to
How?
flip it.
Yeah.
In what program?
In the crappy Paint 3D.
Okay, so you flip it by grabbing your computer and throwing it out the window because you can't do that shit in Paint. Let me see here.
Fine, I'll send you the damn file.
Flip
Of course.
image in Paint. I'm just Jürgen. All right, Control A, then right click and rotate flip. All right, so hit Control A. That'll select all the image. Then right click the selection and click rotate / flip horizontal. And that should do it.
Yes. Thank God.
You're welcome. Now take your computer and throw it out the window.
You're the idiot that convinced me not to delete my YouTube. So yeah.
Yeah, no, I'm messing around. That's good. That's good.
You should never delete your YouTube caption track.
Yes.
Yeah.
No, I was.
You don't want somebody else coming along and calling themselves Captain Trek either. So.
Absolutely.
Right.
I need this to save the way I want it to again.
Oh, God. So, what's new?
Well,
no one's on camera. That's right. Nobody likes being seen on camera. Why not? There you go. Put your fat ass on camera. Don't, God damn it.
You called me a fat ass, so I'm turning it back off.
I wasn't calling you a fat ass.
You said
I was calling your
fat
image
ass.
a fat ass.
Hello, Keely.
You want to see my fat ass? I'll show you my fat ass.
Yes. Yes, please. The last perfect man.
I remember the action figure for Homer and his whitey tighties was called Casual Homer.
And
you
Thomas
guys don't
Potts is
give
right.
yourself enough credit. Every single fucking one of you. Except for Resolute. I know why he doesn't show himself, but you guys up top there, all three of you up there, you need to get on the fucking camera right now and stay. People want to see those ugly mugs.
No, they don't.
Okay, chat, guys. Okay, you normally hate me or make fun of me, but just confirm this in the chat. Can you please?
There you go.
Right? What would you guys rather want?
Potts.
To
Thomas
see their
Potts
avatars or see their face?
Thomas
I vote
Potts
with
says-
Thomas.
Cinnabon, please don't troll me on
It's
this.
too early.
I need confirmation.
Cinnabon. No one wants to see that. I just ate.
He's trolling.
Elihu.
He's not even serious.
Elihu says,
I'm
"LDG,
coming on
complain about
camera.
people."
I'm coming on camera. I'm
no,
naked
no,
right now.
no,
right?
don't be coming on camera because that'll get me shut down. So
No
don't be
kidding.
doing that.
Yeah.
What?
Especially if you're not kidding about how you're dressed. YouTube will sniff it out in a heartbeat.
Keely says Monday night going in Raw tonight.
Wow.
And of course, Yvette said, "Beat me to it." Elihu.
Bite the pillow, baby.
And
Okay.
Parrothead
All right,
says,
you know what?
"I wanna
It's kind
see
of
pickles this
backfiring.
week."
I'm used to this. I feel like Daffy Duck sometimes, or the Coyote, where everything just backfires. I might as well just add that woo
All those Acme products. You
sound
keep
effect
using.
every time. You know what? I'm doing it right now. I'm grabbing that sound effect right now. What is it called? Coyote effect? Some shit.
Coyote
Yeah,
falling.
just look up
the
Wile E.
falling?
Coyote.
Falling? Or just cartoon
Falling?
falling. Yeah.
Cartoon fall? I gotta find it.
Be sure you specify Wile E. Coyote.
Yeah, otherwise you'll get a sport in New Zealand.
Yeah.
How you spell coyote?
COYOTE. YOTE.
Thank you. All right, here we go.
LDG.
My new sound effect for life. Okay. Every time I do anything that blows up in my face,
So we're gonna hear it a lot, folks.
a whole lot. What's this one? Oh, that's an actual.
That's a real coyote. Yeah.
That's a real coyote. Okay, sweet. There we go.
Elihu has that sound. That's usually after he smoked too much and he's fallen out of his chair. So let's see what's going on in the world today. Not much. I got into an argument with people on Twitter yesterday, which was fun because they were spazzing out because John Stamos was playing with the Beach Boys yesterday, and it's like, where in the hell have you been? He's played with the Beach Boys since the 80s. Dumbasses. One even tried to argue the point, said I was lying until I threw up the video of Kokomo and said, who's playing the damn bongos?
Then the Kokomo. We'll get there fast, and then we'll take it slow. That's
where we wanna go.
Man down in Kokomo, Aruba, Jamaica. You know I wanna take it. Boom, 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 boom. Do, do, do.
Yes, the Beach Boys were on a TV show yesterday for the whole 4th of July. And Cinnabon does not like us singing.
Do, 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 do.
Jamaica, ooh, I wanna take you. There you go, Cinnabon, just for you.
Row, row, row your boat gently down the stream. Row your boat.
Actually, if Cinnabon wants some real singing, it should be, it's been a long road getting from there to here.
If you're gonna do it right. It's been a long road
Getting from there.
to here. Heading.
And now he just flagged us for hate speech.
Yeah, go bite.
Yeah,
me.
right? Yeah, I wouldn't surprise me. Frickin' Poonanny.
We love you, Cinnabon. By the way, how is Cinnabon Buddy?
No,
Buddy.
Dr. Scotty, it's not a music channel. We're just trying to come up with something so we don't have dead air.
Yeah. Exactly.
A few moments later.
No, not Bob Seger Supernatural. It should be Santana and Supernatural. Way back. I got a fever. The only prescription is more
Sure,
Calvin.
you can.
You are fake news.
Well, that could get me taken down. YouTube hates that, remember?
Yeah.
What?
They have
Really?
that voice.
That?
That voice, they don't like anything with his voice.
Mm-mm.
What?
They flag his voice, they flag his name.
Yep.
Especially if it correlates with anything positive.
Oh, yeah.
It drives them up the wall and they just start lashing out at random.
That's right. YouTube is a bunch of communist sympathizers.
No, God! No, God, please, no! No! No!
Really?
And they Cinnabon is Susan Wojcicki and her flying monkeys.
Yep.
Ooh, flying monkeys.
And no, there will not be any Kathleen Kennedy cash over here either.
If there is, it better be a truckload.
Yeah.
I remember that one from a long time ago. That they used to use that for Goofy falling off a cliff and other characters.
Oh. What else did I get in? Any kind of argument?
And it works well. You mix some of them together, right? So you can like mix this one with this one.
This is Sparta!
No. He's just finding new voice clips, not Ryan Johnson.
You crazy animal.
No, that's Filthy Animal.
Exactly.
Yeah, Filthy Animal.
Why are we talking about LG? He's already here.
People give LTG shit, but
I
he's
know.
a nice guy.
Well, hell, I'm doing
Ray, Merry
Okay.
Christmas, you filthy animal.
He had to do it. I know.
Well, yeah. Now, you can't say I said anything against him behind his back because he's right here.
And happy 5th of July to you, Games, Movies, and Comics R Us.
Hey, GMC, what's up?
And Cinnabon's holding something hostage for all its secrets.
An alien that landed in his backyard, apparently.
Cool.
Oh.
Where's the video?
What's the aliens look like? And Yvette wants LDG to find the sound for the Tasmanian devil.
I want to know. Do I want to know why? Or is this a personal thing?
Oh wait, what? You mean this?
That would be it.
So, folks, Cinnabon Bunny is holding E.T. hostage.
Cool.
Will not let him phone home.
Instead of Bunny's mean, basically. Come on, not letting him phone home.
Any good movies coming out the rest of the year? Well, yeah, Ghostbusters.
Matrix 4.
No, not the Matrix.
You said good.
You
I said good. Good movies.
Yeah.
What the fuck? Matrix is the best movie.
No, Matrix.
And I don't want to hear. Don't even say 2 and 3 sucked. Okay, don't even say it.
You are going to
I
feel just like you did with WandaVision after Matrix 4.
Who wants to put money on it?
Actually, I heard Wanda's going to show up in the Matrix 4.
Okay, You know what? Fucking bite me. Okay. You know what else is going to show up on the Matrix 4? This.
And now
After
Ryan
I'm
Johnson
right.
says, I did not like Matrix 2 or 3.
Anybody who didn't understand the movie didn't like it. I get it. Okay. Haha. Hee hee.
I think I would rather watch Captain Marvel than Matrix 4.
I'd rather watch that clip with you in the shower over and over again.
I'd rather
Besides
watch
fucking-
Avatar 2 than watch Matrix 4.
They made an Avatar too?
They're
Oh,
trying
that
to.
Avatar. Okay, I thought you were talking about something else. Right.
I'd rather watch Titanic 2 than
Ooh.
I'd rather
Matrix
watch
4.
Raise the Titanic.
I remember that movie.
And that was a horrible movie.
Yes, they overplayed it on HBO.
Oh,
in
you
summer.
guys fucking, I swear. You know what? Fuck it.
Hello, Enzo. What
I'll
up?
be back.
Well, we're just terrorizing Pickles right now.
Tormenting Pickles. The live stream.
I did like the first Matrix, but I think it was better as a standalone movie. Shouldn't have had any sequels.
Definitely.
Some movies, they seemingly leave it open for sequels, but they're not. They really shouldn't have had sequels. Back to the Future is another one of those movies. I think that even though the movie ended with them jokingly saying "to be continued," it should have just never had a sequel.
The third
No,
one
it's
had the end.
Yeah.
The third one had the end.
Right. The first Back to the Future film, though, it was made as a standalone movie. The idea that they were going to continue the story was tongue in cheek, and then it made a lot of money, and that changed things. So
I don't know. I think Back to the Future 2 is the best of the three of them.
I didn't like that in order to move the plot forward, they had to all of a sudden introduce this idea that Marty McFly would do something stupid if somebody called him chicken. It was when they introduced that in the second film, I was like, what's going on? It was almost a tonal shift from the first film. Because, okay, now they've reduced Marty McFly to a cartoon character. I didn't care for it.
Well, at least we didn't get the Ryan Johnson edit of Back to the Future where Marty actually slept with his mother.
Ugh.
Leah Thompson was so hot back then. So hot in an innocent way.
Not so innocent way, though, when she hit Howard the Duck.
Yeah. She was also in a Tales from the Crypt episode on HBO, and she was. She played a variety of characters, but that Lorraine was pretty adorable.
And then she went psycho in Red Dawn.
Don't think I saw that.
You never watched Red Dawn?
Yeah, I don't think I ever saw that movie. It's one of those many movies I haven't seen. So
It's like one of the great 80s movies.
Oh, I know.
Just don't watch the remake.
Yeah.
Are you talking
That's-
the real movie Red Dawn, not the...
Yeah, Red Dawn.
Crappy
I'm not
ass
talking
shit.
about that crap that they tried to put out with Chris Hemsworth and shit. No, that one sucked.
No, I thought that's the one you were talking about. It's like, ugh.
My favorite 80s movie, the movie that for me represents the 80s, is Real Genius with Val Kilmer. And people can disagree, that's fine. But, that's for me, that's the 80s movie.
No, there's no reason to disagree. We all have different taste.
Yeah.
I believe
Some
it had
people like
two.
Val Kilmer. Some people think Val Kilmer is a good actor. Some people are actually right.
The combination of the music also, I think they had a lot of. I think there was 2 Tears for Fears songs in that soundtrack, and there was a lot of things I liked about it. It was also very 80s in that, the defense budget was going up and they were spending money on things, and the William Atherton character. I mean, that was the template for almost every character he played. At that point, there was a period in the mid 80s where he was in almost every movie. Ghostbusters, Real Genius, all these films. He was like the Hugo Weaving of his day.
I
Plus,
think
go ahead.
the movie I liked the best in the 80s was Stand By Me. The only time Will Wheaton actually was tolerable.
That's funny too, because I don't think of Stand By Me as an 80s movie, and though it did come out in the 80s and was made in the 80s. It was a Generation Squish film, where it had young actors that would attract the audience of the 80s, but also it was about the period that their parents grew up. So it was designed to bring in both generations. That's what a Generation Squeeze film is. And I do like that.
I don't think of that as a Will Wheaton movie. He may be in it, but it's
an ensemble film. I mean,
Yeah.
him and River Phoenix are probably the two biggest, number of lines in the film. But, and this was before we even, that was the first time we met Will Wheaton. I think a lot of his cred going forward in his career came from Stand By Me.
And you had Jerry O'Connell while he was still a fat kid. And Corey Feldman.
Yeah.
You even had Kiefer.
Mm-hmm. Kiefer was in it. So was John Cusack. He had a cameo. And
Richard Dreyfuss was the one speaking all through it.
No, that's not correct. There were some scenes where it was actually Rob Reiner doing the narration.
Really, I forgot about that.
Mhm.
I remember hearing somewhere somebody else did it, but I couldn't remember the name.
Yeah.
Well, I know Richard Dreyfuss did some of the lines because his voice is just so distinctive.
Right. Yeah. But yeah. And then, there's people that had no idea that was based on a Stephen King story.
Boy.
Senpai, you're just not nice today.
What's he doing now?
Now he says, I love
He's being
you.
extra trolly.
Okay, I'm gonna get going. I'll catch y'all.
All right,
later.
Germ.
Later, Germ.
Take it
Have a good
easy,
one.
resolute. Be good, Ben.
See ya.
Later.
What would have happened if Wesley Crusher was played by one of the other three boys from Stand By Me instead?
Oh, that would have been much better.
He still would have been Wesley, though. That's the thing.
The hell is that?
No, but Real Genius also had music from the 80s. Stand By Me had music from the 50s.
Yeah.
There was a lot of references about Annette's tits getting bigger, things like that. That people had needed an explanation. Kids did. For me, with Real Genius was college movies, college mayhem movies were a big thing in the but basically ever since Animal House. But then they that genre of comedy kind of petered out by the end of the 80s. But I think that Real Genius also had probably my first movie crush, and that was the Jordan character. She was this short-haired gal ran around in bib overhauls. I just thought she was adorable.
Hong Kong Fu is here. I don't know. I think I got to go with 80s for a crush with somebody in it. Weird Science.
Well,
Kelly
Kelly
LeBrock.
LeBrock, certainly, yeah, but she was a fantasy woman within a fantasy film. I just, yeah, So
And then there was the one movie that I always thought was a chick flick that I wouldn't watch until later in life, and I discovered that I had screwed up by not watching it when I was young. The Princess Bride.
Oh yeah, yeah. Andre the Giant's last movie performance, I believe. He was so fragile back then at that point in his life that in that scene where he had to catch Princess Buttercup when she jumped out of the tower, she was on wires because he couldn't support her weight. He was that weak. And then when he rode a horse, he was on a harness too, so that the horse wouldn't have to bear all of his weight.
What?
Ozpus does not like The Princess Bride.
No.
That was one of the only movies I really liked Carrie Always in. 'Cause I think that was the first time I saw him, was in that movie where he played like a Zorro guy, and then, yeah.
Oh, God.
Billy Crystal living in a tree. I think was he living in a tree? I can't remember if he lived in a tree or just a
Miracle
house in the
Max.
Oh,
woods.
oh, shit. Cancel? No. Stage 2. There we go. All right.
And then we started getting a shit ton of Police Academy movies in the 80s.
Yeah. And they were the same movie repeated each time, all the same gags. Someone always ended up in the Blue Oyster Cult bar or whatever, the Blue Oyster bar. And, there was always somebody who was going to go to the police academy and their spouse was trying to stop them and would hang on to the outside of the vehicle while they pulled into the academy. And yeah. It's formula movies. Which one though had what's her name? Valeris from Star Trek 6. Kim Cattrall. Which one had Kim Cattrall in it? Is it the second one or the first one?
Yeah, second.
Third one.
No, this is the second one, Wrath of Khan.
She was in the first one.
Third one was Robin, whatever her name was. And they just briefly had her.
Yeah.
Don't tell
came out
me
with
which
one-
ones.
They cranked out one a year. 1984 through 1989, they cranked out 6 movies. That is impressive, really. The last one I think I saw was Citizens on Patrol. That was their 4th
Yeah.
one.
Mm-hmm.
And then, of course, every movie, the one, what's her name, the cop who whispered all the time, always we would find a reason to yell at somebody.
Yeah.
You know, usually it was "Don't move, dirtbag" or something like that. Yeah, it was the same movie. I mean, the same gags every movie. But they made money.
Whoops.
They made money.
And then LTG's favorite movie came out in 1986, Pretty in Pink. At least I didn't say it was Rain Man. Come on. Definitely boxers. Gotta have boxers. Gotta go to Kmart. Definitely boxers.
A lot of those
Kmart sucks.
Films, those John Hughes movies and John Hughes like movies, I didn't see. I didn't see Pretty in Pink. I saw 16 Candles. I saw The Breakfast Club, and Some Kind of Wonderful, I think, was the other one I saw with Eric Stoltz, and that was about it. I think Eric Stoltz was in that, wasn't he? Oh, fudge.
The original Marty McFly.
Yep. Yep. Pardon me. That was the trend back then. Was you would take the name of a song from the baby boom generation, and you'd have it, a movie with that title, but it'd star all young actors.
Then, of course, our favorite Christmas movie came out in the 80s. Shoot your eye out, kid.
Oh, I don't really like that movie.
I used to like it. They play it way too much at Christmas.
Well, it's yeah. I think that it has been glorified way too much.
When they play it 24 hours, no, that's too much.
Yeah. There was like a psychologist, I think, who reviewed that movie, and she was just going crazy over all the depictions of things in it. But yeah. The one kid that got his tongue stuck to the pole, he went into porn.
Nothing wrong with that if that's what he wanted to do.
I don't know.
The biggest underrated movie came out in '89, Weekend at Bernie's. Love that damn movie.
Ernie's was good.
And the two best Mad Max movies came out in the '80s. Road Warrior and Beyond Thunderdome.
I like Beyond Thunderdome. Saw that in the theater. That was the first Mad Max movie I'd ever seen.
First Mad Max movie just a little too weird for me.
It was very foreign, and it wasn't clear. I mean, it's been so long since I've seen it. Did the nuclear war already start
No.
at that point, or it was before the war?
It was before the war on the first Mad Max.
Mm-hmm. And they didn't show the war or anything. They just, but it all takes place in Australia, and so the rest of the world kind of got cut off from Australia, right? That's how it worked.
Yep.
Yeah.
And while everybody says the fourth one was good, I didn't really like it because it was just meh. It was like a rehash of the second one. And of course, I'm going to say something controversial. I didn't like The Dark Crystal.
Oh, really?
Really.
It's a polarizing film. I don't like it, but I appreciate its place in fantasy cinema, and I appreciate what they tried to do. I had problems with the story, but that was my biggest issue with it. Like back. Go ahead.
Well, I was also going to say, like some people say, there shouldn't have been anything past the first Matrix. There shouldn't have been anything past the first Highlander movie.
Agreed.
Yeah.
Agreed. Yeah. Because they spent the rest of the series trying to get us to forget about everything that took place in the second one. Which, I mean, I'm thinking to myself, who made that second one? Rian Johnson? That the first Highlander movie cemented Clancy Brown in my mind as a great villain actor. I don't think they should have come out with any other Hellraiser movies after the second one too.
And they went a little overboard in the National Lampoon Vacations.
Yeah, another formula comedy. I like
National
European
Lampoon's-
Vacation.
Well, see, now I'm the opposite. I like Vacation. I didn't like European, but I did like Christmas Vacation.
So I like
Agreed.
Christmas too. I liked Christmas too. I did, but and then Vegas Vacation I thought was kind of a blasé film, but I did think that had the most attractive Audrey in it. So, because I was about her age when I saw it.
See, I was all about Beverly D'Angelo.
Oh yeah. Yeah, her ass aged like wine.
They should have never made the Vacation movie, though.
Well,
Adult
didn't
Rusty
they?
trying to
Sorry, go ahead. What was that?
adult Rusty trying to take his kids to? No.
Yeah. I mean, that was a grab. That was an attempt at grabbing. Yeah. And I'm sorry, but Chevy Chase, I've never been a huge fan of, but the Vacation films were some of his best work.
Well, Fletch wasn't bad.
I didn't care for it, but Chevy's comedy just isn't usually hit with me.
He was better on Saturday Night Live.
Yeah.
Short skits.
Huh, I didn't know this. Vegas Vacation was the first theatrical vacation film not to carry the National Lampoon label or a screenwriting credit from John Hughes. Interesting. I didn't know that it didn't have the National Lampoon on it.
There should have been some that were never made, like Christmas Vacation 2.
Oh, God.
There was a Christmas Vacation 2?
Yeah.
Really?
It was all about Cousin Eddie.
Oh. Okay. Yeah. Shitter's full, yeah.
They didn't have any of the other cast members in it. It was
National
just
Lampoon's
Cousin Eddie.
Christmas Vacation 2, Cousin Eddie's Island Adventure. That sounds like a barrel of monkeys.
It was horrible.
Oh, it had its
makes-
same wife, though. Miriam Flynn was in it. So there's that.
But it makes Star Wars Holiday Special look like a masterpiece.
Oh.
Audrey Griswold was in it, too. Interesting. Wow. Yeah. The thing that drove my dad nuts about Christmas Vacation was Clark Griswold on the roof of his house with a staple gun putting up Christmas lights. He jumped out of his skin when he saw that. But yeah,
Hey, you don't staple into shingles.
no, you don't.
No.
Especially how many times he was doing it, But no, I liked European Vacation when Rusty finally got to see some nice German chests. The whole Pig in the Poke game show was funny too. I thought that was funny.
Oh, yeah.
Nobody
You
beats
got,
the Frogers. Yeah.
You got old Gomez Adams lecturing over all the females.
What are the pyramidal tracts? Well, the pyramidal tracts are a multisynaptic bundle of upper motor neurons that engage with the basal ganglia. Oh, I'm sorry, you said upper motor neurons. The perfect answer, of course, was lower. It's like- I think I reversed that quote, though. I think it's the other way around. I think he said lower when he meant upper. But oh yeah, and then every movie, every Police Academy movie, somebody gets a BJ, right? From that one
Yep.
actress from the The Devil and Miss Jones or whatever, and I think she was an actual porn actress that played a call girl or whatever. What's his face is trying to give a speech, you know.
Oh, I forgot about that. Yes.
The old commandant, you know. There were
Yeah.
many brave men there. You know?
And he thought it was Mahoney.
Yeah. Well, he was in there too with her. Yeah, so it just then he wouldn't tell anybody. I remember the gas chamber scene, I think in the second movie, where maybe there's a third one, when you know they're in the gas shed and they're supposed to throw the gas canisters through the window, and the one guy throws his through the window, and then Hightower just throws his through the wall. Nice throw, Hightower. Went in, didn't it?
Hello, Jack. Of course, back in the 80s, I always wanted to be babysat by Elizabeth Shue. Adventures in Babysitting.
Yeah, I remember that movie. I liked her. She was. I saw her in something earlier than that. I think she was the replacement for Jennifer in Back to the Future 2 and 3.
Yep.
And but Adventures. There was something else she was in before that, though. When I first saw her, I can't remember what movie it was.
Well,
Yes.
she was in The Karate Kid.
That's it. That's what it was. Yep. That was it.
And yes, that is right. She was in Cocktail, too.
If that's always right.
But Yvette's Alexa is not always right.
Oh, God, no.
Or is it?
Have you gone woke?
No, I'm just asking.
Okay, Cocktail. That's the thing we got to talk about. Cocktail, right? Because the Tom Cruise had a formula for movies in the 80s too. Do you know what it was? See, listen and hear if this sounds familiar. Tom Cruise always plays this naive young guy who has to learn something from an older guy while trying to also win the girl. That was his formula. It was the formula for Top Gun. He was trying to learn how to fly jets. Color of Money, he was trying to play pool, learning from Paul Newman. Cocktail, he was learning how to flirt and be a good bartender from that Australian guy. I mean, it was his formula.
Risky Business.
That is one I have never seen because I just don't like the subject matter. But it has his iconic little dance.
Now let's slide across the floor in our underwear.
I like when Nicole Kidman did that once when she hosted Saturday Night Live. In her opening monologue, she did that.
Let's see here. That says it changed today. It now chooses David. Well, that's a superior pick.
What's the question she's asking? Who the best doctor is?
Correct.
Yeah, we did it one day, and mine said it was David Tennant, and when she asked hers, it said Jodie Whittaker.
Wow.
And of course, Yvette thinks that Risky Business is hot, hot, hot.
I wouldn't go that far.
That was always there at the video rental place, and I always saw it, but never picked it up. You know, Rebecca De Mornay. That was who the female lead was. Yeah. Rebecca De Mornay, whose father, a lot of people don't know this, was a public access legend out of California called Wally George. He had a public access show on for 3 decades, from the 50s through the end of the 80s, called The Hot Seat. You can find, he was like an arch conservative, you know, sort of character, and his show was quite popular locally. You can find episodes of it on YouTube. Wally George. And of course, Rebecca De Mornay was his daughter, but had nothing to do with him.
I wonder if people can guess what movie it is if I just read a synopsis.
Sure. Let's try it.
All right, here's one. From 1989, a boy and his brother run away from home and they hitchhike across the country with the help of a girl they meet to compete in the ultimate video game championship.
Sounds familiar.
I know it's a Nintendo thing, but I can't think of the damn.
Yes, it was a Nintendo thing. It starred Fred Savage.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I remember that because it had Beau Bridges in it too, if I'm not mistaken, and maybe
Wizard.
Christian Slater.
Is what Cinnamon Buddy says.
Yes, it had Beau Bridges in it. It had Christian Slater in it.
Yeah, I just don't know the title.
The Wizard.
Well, Cinnamon Bunny did say wizard. So
Is that what it was? The Wizard?
Yep, The Wizard.
Wasn't Loverboy? Okay.
Nope, wasn't Loverboy.
Wasn't Pink Cadillac? Okay. The only reason I remember Pink Cadillac was because people were going into Pink Cadillac, paying for admission to see that movie, and then waiting for the Batman trailer to come out, and they watch the Batman trailer and then they leave. That was like a thing that was happening. Pink Cadillac made all kinds of money because people just wanted to see the Batman trailer that was assigned with it. That's how big a deal that Batman thing was. Yeah, that was the summer. Yeah, summer of '89. That was the summer when only 2 movies. No, shouldn't say that. Only 3 movies really made a lot of money right away that year: Indiana Jones and the Last Crusade, Batman, and Back to the Future Part 2. You had a bunch of other movies that made a lot of money later, like Honey, I Shrunk the Kids, and movies like that.
Okay, here's another one. 1986. A young couple struggles to repair a hopelessly dilapidated house.
The Money Pit.
Boom.
Yeah, Tom Hanks and Shelley Long. Back when Tom Hanks was funny.
Yep.
And Shelley was cute and hot at the same time. I wonder what she looks like now. Yeah, I shouldn't have looked that up. Boy, she got old. I mean, she's still. I mean, it's just kind of a shock. because I keep thinking about the character on Cheers and in Caveman and stuff like that. But she is a little old lady now.
It's the little old lady from Pasadena.
Yeah. And it's funny because I remember, my mom was a realtor and she had a bunch of realtor friends, and they all kind of, at least two of them reminded me of Shelley Long from Cheers back in the 80s. Could you even do a show like that now? Could you even have a show that takes place in a bar? I don't know that you could anymore. They wouldn't allow it on prime time.
Let me see if I can find something that Darren would appreciate. Hey, there's Bosco.
Hey, boss.
All right, so here we go. I think Darren would approve of that one right there.
Oh yeah. Let's see. What was that one? That was the one with Henry Winkler in it. Him and Michael Keaton were going to be pimps, I think. But I can't remember the name of the movie. And then I remember her from Caveman with Ringo Starr and Dennis Quaid. I watched that movie like hundreds of times on HBO.
Just because of the outfit she was wearing.
Yeah.
All right, another synopsis. Let's see if you can guess it.
Okay.
A confined but troubled rock star descends into madness in the midst of his physical and social isolation from everyone. I think I got a tough one here.
This is an 80s movie?
It came out in 1982.
Ooh. Well, it's not Eddie and the Cruisers. Could be.
Nope, it's not Eddie and the Cruisers.
Okay. Rockstar, huh?
Mm-hmm.
So obviously Amadeus isn't the movie.
Nope.
Let's see.
No, it's not The Gate.
It's not Rock and Rule,
Nope.
the cartoon. Okay.
Nope.
It's probably an Elvis movie. I don't know.
Nope. Elvis. There was no Elvis movies in the 80s.
Movies about Elvis, not a movie starring Elvis.
Well, no, it wasn't Elvis either. It had nothing to do with Elvis.
Okay.
Yvette's going to kick herself in the ass for this one.
What?
We don't need no education. We don't need no thought
Who sang that?
control. Pink Floyd, The Wall.
Oh, okay. I've heard of them. That's what it was. Okay, that was the movie, huh? The Wall. All right.
That's right, The Wall.
Gotcha.
It's an awesome movie to watch. Helps you if you're drunk or stoned watching it to understand some of
That's
it.
what I've heard that about their concerts too. It's like, like the pig that they would suspend over the audience, and the pig is coming.
Pig on the wing.
Yeah.
Pigs on the Wing.
And you needed to be on a hallucinogenic drug to appreciate the performance.
I appreciated their performance and was not on any kind of enhancement things, but that's just because I'm odd and I like Pink Floyd.
Funny story, since we're talking about music type movies. I remember, there was one summer where my dad had made enough money we could have HBO, and I came down to eat breakfast one morning, and he talked about, he said, I saw the dumbest thing on HBO last night. There was this band called Spinal Tap, he says, and apparently they've been around forever, but I never heard of them. and they're stupid, and it was the dumbest thing. And it had that meathead from All in the Family. It was like the director, and I'm like, he's just talking about how stupid it was and how stupid they were. And I'm like, Dad, Spinal Tap's not a real band. That's not a real documentary. That whole thing is a work. And all of a sudden he starts laughing. Oh, that was the funniest thing I've seen in a long time. Oh, because he didn't get it. And I had to tell him, what he actually watched was a mockumentary, not an actual documentary.
If he looked really closely, he would have noticed that Lenny from Lenny and Squiggy was in it.
Mm-hmm. Well, yeah, but he didn't watch Laverne and Shirley. He didn't watch Laverne and Shirley or Happy Days. So yeah, but I mean, but there was one guy. There's an actor that everybody remembers from other things. Ed Begley Jr. played one of their drummers when they showed like the flashback to them in the '60s, and he should have figured that one out, but he didn't. That's just like my dad. He hated something until somebody told him what he was actually watching, and all of a sudden he retroactively thought it was funny.
Yeah, because if you watch it, it's funny because they talk about the drummers. One was in a bizarre gardening accident. Another choked on vomit.
Mm-hmm.
And 2 spontaneously human combusted on stage.
When I was a kid, there was a movie I wanted to see that no adults would take me to. It was called Quest for Fire. And it was a caveman movie, right?
I love that movie.
Yeah, they wouldn't take me to it. Then I had like an uncle went on a date to see it, and he came back and he had nothing but bad things to say about how it's all grunts and groans, and I'm like, I don't care, it's a caveman movie, but yeah, to this day I haven't seen that movie.
Oh, I have. It's a good movie.
I know Radon Chong is in it,
Yep.
and it's got the guy from Silver Bullet that played the werewolf in it. Plays one of the cavemen and stuff. But I mean, caveman movies are. But then eventually I did see Clan of the Cave Bear, which I thought was terrible. It was based on Jean Auel's books, and she was basically writing soft porn for herself.
All right, here's another one. Freddie, the gym teacher, has to teach remedial English in summer
school. Summer school with Mark Herman.
Didn't even have to get that far into that one.
I didn't even have time to unmute to say that one. I remember that.
That was the first time I ever... Okay, so I watched that movie, and then I immediately had the desire to see this movie, the Texas Chainsaw Massacre, because there were 2 airheads in that class of his who were really big horror movie fans, and they wanted to do a screening of Texas Chainsaw Massacre in the classroom. Yeah, Ringo Starr's Caveman was a fun one. It had stop motion dinosaurs in it.
Yeah, just throw a big watermelon on the horn. The other one gets cross-eyed and you can't do anything.
Yeah, I liked it when they captured an egg, a pterodactyl egg, and they were rolling it up a hill, and it rolled down the hill and hit a like a hot spring and turned into a fried egg. They learned how to eat fried eggs.
Yvette says the Texas Chainsaw Massacre and The Exorcist were banned in the UK.
Yeah.
All right, let's see if you can get this one. A brain surgeon marries a femme fatale, causing his life to turn upside down. Things go more awry when he falls in love with a talking brain.
The Man with Two Brains.
Boom.
Steve Martin, Lily Tomlin, I think. No, that was All of Me I'm thinking of. Yeah, The Man with Two Brains was
Kathleen Turner.
Kathleen Turner, that's right. Yeah.
Well, I could do the easiest one ever. Two friends who are dissatisfied with their jobs decide to join the army for a bit of fun.
Stripes. That was an 80s movie? I can't remember if it was 80s or 70s.
81.
81, okay, yeah.
It definitely had a 70s vibe to it.
Yeah. Well, the 80s didn't really start until 83. That's when you start seeing some of the things that the 80s was known for. You know, up until that point, it was still very much 70s stuff. And yeah. Yeah.
Ooh, Stakeout. I liked it the first time I watched it, but afterwards it got really boring.
And good afternoon, Yusuf. Check Twitter. That's always a bad sign.
And Jeffrey says Ringo Starr Caveman movie is considered the most historically accurate film made about the era. Abraham Lincoln hunting vampires too.
I remember liking the scene where in Caveman where a giant wasp lands on Dennis Quaid's nose and he's trying to wake up Atuk to try to shoo it off, and Atuk smushes it up against his face. He's got green guts everywhere.
I
As a
kind of
kid.
like how they decide that just crack their backs and they can all walk upright.
Right, yeah. They hug each other and crack their backs, yeah. Or at one point they get chased into, quote, a nearby ice age. And they're pursued by this Yeti creature. And it turns out like the Yeti is like not very big at all. It's just yeah.
Well, it was the guy that played Bull on Night Court.
It was, huh? Because it was when they show it to you. All right, hold on.
It was Richard Mole. played
Richard
the,
Mall. Okay.
the Yeti.
Okay. There was something though about where when at the last shot, I don't think it was Richard Mall. I think it was somebody else who was a lot shorter. But yeah.
Okay, this one should be easy.
Okay.
A minor league baseball player has to spend $30 million in 30 days in inherit 300 million. However, he's not allowed to own any assets
Right.
at the end of it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Captain Trek knows it.
I actually went to the movie theater
Brewster's
to watch
Millions.
this one.
Yeah.
Yep. I went to the movie theater to watch this one.
And it had somebody familiar from Star Trek in it too, as I recall.
Stephen Collins.
Yeah. Which I don't know. Did he get into some trouble later in life? I can't remember.
Yep.
Yeah, I think he did. But it also had John Candy in it.
Ah, yeah.
John Candy was in everything pretty much in the 80s.
I think Hugh Cronin was the long lost relative of Richard Pryor in that movie, wasn't he? Yep, Hugh Cronin. Yeah. Surprised that your great grandfather was a honky. I remember that line so well.
Then, of course, a movie that birds should watch, The Cannonball Run.
Oh, I tried watching that. I actually saw that in like the $7.99 bin at Walmart like a few years ago, and I just impulse grabbed it. And there are so many bits of dated humor, references to things that were going on at the time that movie came out that, it's like half the jokes just go right over your head or under your head, however you want to look at it, because you don't remember the context. And then there was guys who, comedians who had catchphrases that everybody loved back then. But then when you watch the movie and they say their catchphrase, it doesn't work, But I liked Adrian Barbeau in the Lamborghini getting out of speeding tickets.
Bird should like it just because there was a brief cameo with Frank Sinatra.
Yeah, Roger Moore was in it. He made fun of himself, and I thought that was actually rather big of him. There's a lot of actors who wouldn't do that.
No.
And it was Jackie Chan's first American movie.
Yep, it was. I remember him doing the jumping double kick and ripping the crotch of his pants. The big fight with the biker gang that led by Peter Fonda. That was when a lot of that shit happened in that movie. Farrah was in it too.
Yep. Dean Martin, Sammy Davis Jr., Terry Bradshaw.
Dean Martin, we got God on our side. He's with us. No, that was Sammy Davis Jr. said that, and then Dean Martin's drunk, and he's like, "God's coming with us," and he slaps him. We got a 2-seater. Where is he going to sit?
He's going to sit. Hello, Tim. Dun dun dun.
Yeah,
Adrian
Barbeau,
Captain Chaos.
Yeah, Captain Chaos. Adrian Barbeau's cleavage gets her out of all these tickets, except when she gets pulled over by Valet Perrine.
Yeah, there was another knockout.
Oh yeah. Well, Superman the movie, her boobs kept popping out of her dresses.
Yep.
She always had one just a little bit higher than the other.
It's Tess Walker.
Yeah. There was another guy on Cannonball Run. I didn't get his thing, but he was like pretending he was a newlywed on a motorcycle, and he decides he's going to do a whole race on one wheel or something.
Bert Convy.
Okay.
He was big in all the game shows at that time too.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
He was always on like Match Game, Hollywood Squares, all those type of shows.
Yeah.
He was a big actor in the 70s.
And Jamie Farr played a extremely rich Middle Eastern sheik. Yeah, kept buying everything he saw.
And then he lost the race, so when it came back to Cannonball Run 2, he paid to have the race so he could try to win it. Poor Jeffrey. His cleavage never got him out of anything.
It was a Subaru that Jackie Chan was driving with that other guy. It was
Yeah.
Jackie
Jaws
Chan played
from-
the race. Yeah, sorry, go ahead.
Yeah, the guy with Jackie Chan was Jaws from the Bonds films.
No, it was a Japanese computer expert teamed with Jackie Chan
it
who
was
played
the
What's
it was
that?
the second movie.
Second movie.
He was with Jaws.
Okay, let's see here. And Jaws was Richard Kiel, right? Yep. Jackie's. Yep. Okay.
I got the two confused. The first
It's
one
kind of
was
funny. Yeah. Go ahead.
Yeah, I got them confused because the second one did bring Jaws in to be his co-pilot.
Well, that was weird because you had Richard Kiel in there, and then you also had Jackie Lamb, who also played creepy monster characters too later in life because he had the googly eyes.
And Jeffrey's off back to roof work.
Hey, Abe Vigoda was in that movie too. Wow.
Yeah, one of the mobsters, I think.
Yeah, Peter Fonda, referencing his character in The Wild Angels.
The second one was good, though, because it also had Mary Lou Henner and Catherine Bach. And luckily, they got rid of Farrah Fawcett.
Yeah. Yeah. Who was the love interest for Bert in the second one again? I can't remember.
Shirley MacLaine.
No shit, really?
Well, there was two women that they had in the second one, Shirley MacLaine and Mary Lou Henner. They were both dressed up like nuns. But Burt Reynolds went after Shirley MacLaine's, and Victor went after Mary Lou Henner.
Gotcha. Yeah, Shirley MacLaine. At first I was thinking of Two Mules for Sister Sarah.
And then, of course, the girls in the Lamborghini this time was Susan Anton and Catherine Bach.
I think the two chicks won the first movie, didn't they?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, here's another easy one that you can get by the Canada's most famous hosers. Bob and Doug McKenzie get jobs at the Elsinore Brewery.
Hamlet.
No.
Well, actually, that's where they got the story from. That's the story of Hamlet. Castle Elsinore Brewery. The brother kills the brother and then takes his wife, and that's all. And then what's her name? Come on, you guys didn't figure that out?
I didn't pay much attention to Hamlet.
Yeah, the story of it's loosely based on Shakespeare's Hamlet, and yeah.
But I was referring to the movie Strange Brew
Right.
with Rick Moranis and Dave Thomas.
He drank all that beer. I got a piece so bad I can almost taste it.
Oh, here's a really easy one. When a Japanese car company buys an American plant, the American liaison must mediate the clash of work attitude between the foreign management and native labor.
Gung ho.
Yep.
Which is weird because I don't think gung ho is a Japanese word, but oh well.
Back when Michael Keaton was still funny.
Yeah, I think he was. Let's see. Well, that was a big social issue back in the 80s. Was the idea that whole town would have died because the car plant was the main employer, and yeah. Made in America,
All
yeah.
I'm not going to give the synopsis, but I'm just going to give the actors in it. I'll see if you can guess what movie. Levon Little, Karen Coppins, Lauren Hutton, Jim Carrey.
Oh, Once Bitten.
Boom.
Levon Little was in that, huh?
Levon Little was the guy that was taking care of the Countess.
Gotcha. Yeah, that was, I think, Jim Carrey's very first film, I want to say.
Yep.
Everybody thinks he got his, discovery in Living Color, but he had his own TV show before that too, called The Duck Factory. In Living Color was kind of his return to comedy, or return to stardom, I guess. I don't know what you'd call it.
Here's one that might be a little harder for you. Set up and wrongfully accused, two best friends will be sent to prison for a crime they didn't commit. However, no prison cell could keep them locked up.
Two brothers, huh?
No, two best friends.
Two best friends, okay. Stir Crazy?
Boom.
Oh, shit.
That's right. We bad.
Yeah, I remember them putting shoe polish on Gene Wilder's face trying to convince him that he's black. And
Yeah, that wouldn't go over too well today.
Well, it's helped by the fact that it was Richard Pryor's idea. You know what I mean? It's just, and that Gene was so bad at it. That's what made it funny.
Oh, here's an easy one. An underemployed reporter finds himself literally purchased as a toy for a rich, spoiled brat.
Oh, yeah, The Toy.
I love that movie, too. Have a good one, Cinnabon.
Have a good day, Cinnabon. Hey, Kurnos. And yes, Kurnos, Yvette is stalking you.
I actually liked The Silver Streak better than Stir Crazy. That was another Gene Wilder, Richard Pryor combination.
Yeah.
Because I think they got thrown off that train like 3 different times in that movie.
All right. Here's one starring a Star Trek actress who, when made this film, thought she was going to be bigger than anything.
Pet Cemetery.
Yep.
Well, it's hard to blame her because at that time, Stephen King movies were guaranteed to make bank. It was even if the movie was terrible, there would be people that would go see it because he had so many fans that would go see the movie, even just to hate watch it. But yeah.
That really wasn't a good film.
Well, it wasn't a good book either. Pet Cemetery was actually a book that he had written years earlier, and he kept the manuscript in a drawer because he just thought it was too horrible to ever get published. But then he had to meet some deadline commitments, and he turned it in. But yeah, who can't relate to losing a pet, and who can't relate? I mean, then of course that's not the worst thing that happens in that story, but it's just I remember that being the most horrific thing in Pet Sematary for me, though, was not anything having to do with the actual Pet Sematary. It was the flashback that Denise Crosby's character has of her sister who had spinal meningitis. That was some horrific shit.
I don't know. Most of the people I talked to just couldn't handle Gage getting hit by a semi.
That was, I mean, that again, that's another part of the movie that's just so, because they didn't show it. You know what I mean?
No, you just saw the bloody shoe.
And then you saw the father, screaming or whatever, and that was it. And that's all you needed to see. It was the fact that it happened, not so much that they depicted it happening, that made it that way.
And yes, Kronos, Fred Gwynn was in Pet Sematary.
Mm-hmm. And then in the remake of Pet Sematary, they hired that actor that nobody likes to play the main character. So
yeah, I watched it once. It's
I don't know why I don't know why he keeps getting work. Nobody. It's kind of like he's like what is his name? Jai Courtney Smith. He's not happening. They keep hiring him. I don't know why.
He must be really cheap.
I guess I don't know.
Of course, one of the better movies in the 80s was Full Metal Jacket.
Stanley Kubrick.
His movies are kind of hit and miss.
Yeah. They're. He has this really interesting documentary style of filming. But I mean, Full Metal Jacket is almost two different movies. I mean, the stark contrast between the boot camp portion of the film and then the Vietnam portion is there. But a lot of guys that I served with who had been in the Marine Corps said, "Yeah, that was my DI." So,
what's your major malfunction, Private Pile?
yeah.
And then you have Christine, where Alexandria Hall actually still looked good.
Christine, 1957 Plymouth Fury. Is that what that is?
Yep. I love that car.
Yeah. Also featured in Cat's Eye briefly.
Well, there's always some sort of crossover with something in Stephen King.
Well, Cat's Eye was the opening scene of Cat's Eye is a homage to all kinds of Stephen King stuff, because you have this cat that's being chased by a Saint Bernard with that's basically Cujo. Almost gets hit by Christine, and then I can't remember what the third element was. Let's see. There's another reference that I can't remember offhand, but yeah, it's yeah. The only story in that movie that wasn't a Stephen King story, I think, was General, the final show, and that's where they spent all their money, was on that one. But King wrote the screenplay for that segment. But yeah, that was also, I think, Drew Barrymore was in that. It was like the one thing she did right after E.T. What was the actress in Christine that you liked?
Alexandria Paul. She was in Baywatch for a while too, but she looked her best in.
Okay, let's take a
Christine.
look at that. Was she one of the cheerleaders?
No, she was the girlfriend of Arnie.
Oh yeah. God, look at that hair. Yeah. So I didn't like the movie so much because the movie seemed to imply that, at least to me, and it's been a long time since I've seen it, but that the nerdy kid was actually in the car the whole time.
Well, it implied it until the end when you figured out that it was the car itself.
Right. But because I mean, they show it like in the beginning though, they show it in the factory being worked on, and the hood slams shut on somebody's arms, so that he couldn't have been there for that. So, yeah.
No.
But the idea of the haunted or living car is one that has been done a lot, and it's one of those uniquely 20th century sort of things. Everything from what was it, Duel to Car to Christine, obviously, and there was a Twilight Zone episode called You Drive that was very innovative for 1962. Or was it 62? 64, sorry. But the effect of having this car without a driver chasing this guy down the street was really, really, really great for that time. It made it one of the more expensive ones to make just because they had to figure out how to do it.
And Kronos is unsubbing from me.
Cool.
Oh, yeah?
Just because he didn't get a picture.
You gonna unsub for me too?
That's a 1956 Ford Fairlane.
Alright, Kronos wants a dang picture. So, here you go, Kronos. Just for you. I'll give you a picture of what she looked like in the movie.
Sleep well, Yvette.
I kind of miss those kind of hairstyles from the early 80s. You know? It's kind of like when girls were trying to mimic Farrah Fawcett's mall chick look, you know, to varying degrees of success.
All right, so this one ought to be sort of easy, but we'll see. It's a Stephen King movie, and it had Lisa Simpson in it.
Oh dear.
Or at least the woman that does the voice of Lisa Simpson.
Yeah. I do not. Okay, I'd have to think. How are you going to give you some time on this one, or?
Yeah. I could give the main star of it and it'd give it to you right away.
Well, it's either Trucks or Maximum Overdrive. I can't remember if it was, because there was Maximum Overdrive was the theatrical version of his short story Trucks that Stephen King directed, but then there was a remake that they did for television on TBS like 5 years later. It was just called Trucks. So it's either it's one of those two.
It's Maximum Overdrive.
Okay. Yeah. It had that giant green goblin truck that was like the villain of the movie.
And the one that played Lisa Simpson was the young married couple.
Okay. I just remember Emilio Estevez was in it, and so was the chick from
Laura Harrington.
Was that who it was?
Yeah.
She was in I want to say it was Amanda Pays, but I guess I'm thinking of something else. Well,
I just love Maximum Overdrive, especially with the little cameo part with Stephen King where the ATM's calling him an asshole.
I remember the 7-Up machine killing a guy by firing cans of pop out really hard and hit him in the face.
And it had the best soundtrack of any movie in the 80s. Nothing but AC/DC.
Yeah, that was Stephen King's directorial debut, and I don't think he made another movie after that.
Nope.
I remember the trailer because he comes out of like the shadows, and he's got props from other movies that were made off of his books, and he talks about how he's going to direct this movie, and and then they show you a couple scenes, and they cut back to him, and he's pointing at you, and he goes, "I'm going to scare the hell out of you."
No, it just, some of the movie did not make sense.
Yeah.
The UFOs are supposed to be in control of these vehicles, but then a little platform where the machine gun pulls up that should have no electronic equipment involved, and the gun just starts shooting at people. It's like, nah, that one's a little too overboard there.
Yeah, they would never do anything overboard.
I could see some of the planes flying themselves. I could see some of the vehicles.
I just linked in private chat the Maximum Overdrive teaser trailer that had Stephen King's little introduction performance throughout. He was younger and he had those weird eyes.
Yeah, it was back before he went completely loony with his political views.
Well, what else is new? I mean, his best stuff, in my opinion, was when he was on a cocaine-fueled bender. That's when his first 5 or 6 books were his best stuff. And then when he starts getting into the late 80s, into the 90s, trying to write, he just didn't have his books weren't as sensational anymore. It's like you can really tell with his Dark Tower series. The first 2 are just amazeballs, and then it gets really mundane after that.
Yosef. I just seen that. Bad man. I will show what Yosef sent me. That's Yosef's idea of the next Doctor. Bad, Yosef. Bad.
Oh, how'd you like to regenerate into that?
No, it could be Bird of Prey 5's future wife.
Oh.
I think he fell asleep, though. He's not listening.
No.
I swear, everybody's trying to trigger me today. It's not going to work. Not going to work. So, the stupidest movies from the 80s. I think the one from 1980 itself, 9 to 5.
Well, stupid in what way?
It was just idiotic.
It's a comedy. I mean, comedies in a way are supposed to be stupid. So, I mean, for me, it was a movie that was a movie that's trying to be smart or serious, but isn't. due to poor execution is what I would select for that. Like Bambi, Baby, Secret of the Lost Legend.
Yeah.
Or Never-Ending Story.
Which was a lie, because they only had 2.
Well, if the first one never ended, why did they make a sequel?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
Weirdest movie from the 80s, I think, is Videodrome.
Well, honestly, Never Ending Story should have been, it's going to sound stupid, either a single movie or a trilogy connecting generations.
I wanted to see a Never-Ending Story when I was a kid, but Dad wouldn't take me to that. It didn't meet his approval.
And
That's
now
okay,
I'm getting poked with a stick.
It's got that what is it? Dog noodle. The kid's riding like the dog noodle in that movie. I think that's why people didn't like it.
Now, I did like Alien Nation.
I like that too. James Caan and Mandy Patinkin. Oh, and Terrence Stamp too was in that, as I recall.
Yep. And it did give a decent TV series afterwards.
Yeah, that was one of the few. I mean, that was interesting because they didn't take like a blockbuster film and try to turn it into a TV show. I kind of think they learned their lesson with that, and so they took a movie that did kind of well and then made a TV show based off of it that uses the events of the film as a kind of vague history.
Right.
Yeah. And what's his face was in it too, Gary Graham. I think that was the first time I'd seen him in a lead lead role. He'd been in a couple of movies that I liked. I liked him in Robot Jocks. He was also in a memorable episode of The Incredible Hulk where he played the guy who gave LSD to Dr. Banner.
And what I found funny is the woman that played Susan Francisco from the TV series turned up in Superman and Lois as Martha Kent. Well,
What did she
she's
play
still
in?
out working.
What did she play in? What did she play in Alien Nation?
She was George's wife. George Francisco's wife.
She was who in Lois and Clark?
Not Lois and Clark, Superman and Lois.
Oh, Superman
She
and Lois. Martha Kent.
plays,
Okay, gotcha.
Martha Kent.
Gotcha.
Of course, they killed her off right there at the beginning of the show.
Hmm.
And then brought her back later in a flashback episode.
Gotcha.
And Kronos asked if anyone still thinks Erica Olenek is hot. Haven't seen her
Who?
lately. One of them from Baywatch. Blonde.
Oh, we lost the captain.
Yep, Captain. But then again, that Michelle was also in Next Generation.
Yeah, wasn't she didn't she date Data or something in one episode? I can't
Yep.
remember the.
Yep, she was after Data.
In theory, yeah, that's what it was.
Oh.
See, I like Rosalind Chow. She was.
Well, she's been in a lot of stuff.
Well, yeah, she was a contract actress for Universal for many years. I mean, anytime they needed somebody that an Asian or a Hawaiian, she was it. Yeah. She's going to be in Shang-Chi and the Legend of the Ten Rings, too. Yeah. Yeah, she was in the original Spider-Man live-action show, too, and the Incredible Hulk show as well, Rosalind Chow. But I think everybody was in the Hulk back then. I mean, if you were a contract actor, you somehow made it into the Hulk at least, once. Mark Alamo was in I think 2 or 3 episodes, maybe.
I'm thinking she was also in MASH.
Oh yeah, every Asian actor was in MASH.
I think she was the one that hooked up with Klinger.
Oh, that's too bad.
If I remember right.
Yep, she married Klinger because in After MASH, which was apparently this other show, she played Sun Lee Klinger.
Mm-hmm. I was thinking she was the one that was in that.
Yeah.
Well, hell, I think I'm going to call it a day on this and go eat.
Okay.
And if LDG's listening, you got time. You can go live. So you don't have to yell and scream. Wake up, LDG. You can go live. I think he fell asleep.
Nah, he's probably just busy. I was
What?
talking to him earlier. He had clients calling him left and right, so maybe he's just doing his usual thing.
Thanks for watching, everybody. Thanks for stopping by. And here we go. We're leaving.
All right.
That's it, Deej. You're fired.
Screw you! You're fired! Fire! Fire! You're fired! Fire! 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 You're fired!
DJ Odyssey, how can I be fired? I'm not one of your wrenches, LOL. You're fired from talking to me and being my friend and being on my channel. Get the hell out of here. Go on, you go on, get the hell out of here.